Hey, Lori.
Hi, Mark.
Heard you wanted to hear about our air duct cleaning service.
I do. We've got some dogs, and I feel like we've been in this house for a while, so it's time.
I guess, have you ever had it done in your house before? Or no?
No, I feel like we're due.
Nice. So the way I like to explain it to homeowners, how we differentiate ourselves a little bit from other companies, I'd like to start out by saying, think of your air ducts as like the lungs of your house. So a lot of times, whatever you're breathing in here, and I kind of did my little doodle here.
I appreciate that. That helps.
All right. Essentially, whatever you're breathing in is pretty much going through your air ducts. So the way our services work, it's a whole home service. So what that means to you as a homeowner, when we arrive to your house, you can pretty much assume and anticipate on pretty much every one of our technicians. We're going to have one technician and one project manager. They're going to be going into each and every one of your rooms. Now, why I bring this up is, sometimes companies, what they'll do like a low introductory cost. And then when they come to your house, they say, hey, well, if you wanted to do this room, it's an additional $100. So what we decided to do is just kind of eliminate all that guesswork and just make it one price for the homeowner. So what's going to go in the service is as follows. So again, everywhere you have vents, we are basically going to be taking compressed air and pushing all that dust, debris down to the furnace. Now, why the furnace? Again, the furnace is going to be what pushes all the air. Think of it as it's the air handler. So what we do, again, depending on how big your house is, pretty much prepare for like anywhere from 4 or 5 hours of the guys going to be going into each and every room, pushing the air down into this section here.
Should I be concerned if they're pushing all of that into my furnace?
Great question. So what they do, I'm going to watch my little artistry skill here. So we're going to take two really powerful vacuums, and we're actually going to attach it a couple different ways. Most of the times it's going to be either in the furnace or in what we call like the trunk line right over here. So what they do, your furnace is going to be shut off. So while they're going to be working, it's going to be completely off. And what they're doing is they're pushing all that air into those 220, we call them vacuums, but they're 220 watt vacuums. So very powerful suction. Naturally, over time, you do have lint that gets built up there. So what we do is we also are going to be cleaning your dryer vent here. So what we do towards the end of the service, we do use a broad spectrum antimicrobial mist. So this kind of helps eliminate kind of like odors, bacteria, kind of helping the house feel fresh when we're done with the service. So
that sounds good, because we have dogs, and that's one thing that I'm always concerned about is the smell of our house based on our animals.
Great.
So real quick, thank you for sharing like the process with me, and I'm not sure if there's more to it that I just interrupted. However, can we talk about pricing? Because that, I think you started to touch on that, and I just want to be really clear.
Yeah. Our charge to come out is $970 for houses up to 2,500 square feet. So if your house is...
Our house is significantly bigger than that. Should I...
Yeah, no, great question. So then at that point, it's above and beyond 2,500 square feet, we charge 45 cents a square foot.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Good.
Now, if you do have, let's say, an additional furnace, like some houses have a furnace in the attic and then a furnace in the basement, we do charge an additional $400 for that furnace. So when I say furnace, when that gets included in that, we do actually clean and disinfect that furnace. So in your furnace, you have what's called a coil. So imagine like, I'll see if I get my artistry skill here. So you're gonna have air, you're gonna have dog hair, all that go over those coils. So what our guys do is they actually disinfect it and they actually vacuum all that off. So that gets included in the service there as well too.
Is it like the coil in my air conditioner outside? In my furnace, or is it different?
Exactly. Nope, you're on the right track. So it's like
what's I've seen that process. So good. No, that's great.
Yeah.
So last question that I can think of, and I appreciate you clarifying that. That really helps. If you guys do this, would I still need to have my furnace serviced?
Where our wheelhouse is we're doing the cleaning, right? Okay. But in terms of like the health and the well-being of the furnace, the motor, all the functionality, that's where an HVAC professional will come in. Now, our guys go to hundreds of houses, so if there is something they notice, they are going to mention it to you. Let's take this a step further. So what does day one look like of hiring us? What does day one look like? So number one, and I'm not wearing these today, but you will never see our guys inside your house without shoe covers. You're going to know the small things that I didn't even bring up here, but like simple things like corner guards, like around your house. So again, they're going to be going around with like hoses, so we want to honor your house. So you'll see them with that. you're gonna love our guys. So like I mentioned before, with your house, just be prepared. 4 or 5 hours, the guys are gonna be in there. I'm not gonna lie, your dogs are probably not gonna like me. It's a little loud.
My dogs love everybody.
Okay. So everyone's gonna have a good time. Yeah. Any other questions for you, Lori?
No, you covered the process. You covered the pricing. I really appreciate the visual because sometimes when I just hear all the information, it's a lot, so the visual helps. And then you answered my random questions.
Okay.
So I think we're good to go. I really look forward to working with your team.